Well, thank you very much, Tembekile. Thank you very much, Tembekile. Well, we are just over half an hour away from kickoff in tonight's eagerly anticipated Betway Premiership clash. That's taking place between Kaizer Chiefs as well as the defending champions in the competition, Mamelodi Sundowns. It's not quite full at the venue just yet as fans continue to trickle their way in. We are expecting a sold-out crowd of 75,000 fans in the stadium tonight. But one thing that has happened is the two lineups of the two teams playing tonight have been announced. And joining me to dissect those, we have SABC sports reporter Benjamin Leshoro, as well as Amakhosi, who is from VOW FM. I want to start with you and the home team, Benjamin. What has stood out from you from the lineup that Coach Nabi has announced?
Thanks, Mawande. First of all, Coach Nabi himself. A lot of the spectators would have remembered that Coach Nabi wasn't around for Chiefs' first 3 games of the season. He had a family emergency and had to rush home. So he's back. This is effectively his first game of the season. So a massive boost for the team, surely. And the fans will take comfort in knowing that there is no, because there had been rumors whether the coach, is it a subtle removal of the coach. They'll take comfort in knowing that that isn't the case. He indeed came back as their head coach. And then they've made 3 changes to their starting lineup. Paseka Marcos coming in for Bradley Cross. I think they feel a bit experienced, give them a bit more going forward. They've got Zita Kunika coming in for Aiden McCarthy, who has a bit of a niggle in defense, partnering Inacio Miguel. And Pule Modi comes in for Spesi Ndlovu, who started the last game. So those are the 3 changes that Coach Nasruddin Nabi has made to try and counter whatever threat that Mamelodi Sundowns might have this evening.
I'm going to come to you, Mr. Mokhale, and the threat that Benjamin is talking about that Mamelodi Sundowns pose. There is one in the left-back position where we see Fawaz Basidine starting, surprisingly maybe?
Yeah, well, I think it's crunch time because of we are just about to reach the international FIFA break, and we do know that you have players who would want to raise their hands, for Hugo Bruce to make the final nod in terms of the squad. So when you look at a player like Fawaz Basidine, he's been given the nod to say, okay, go try out and let's see what is it that you can offer, as opposed to that of Aubrey Mudiba. But it's going to be interesting to see how Mamelodi Sundowns, is going to fare out, because I've been having chats with fellow colleagues into saying this is actually the best time for Kaizer Chiefs to play Mamelodi Sundowns, because we can see the cloud that's been around Mamelodi Sundowns. But even though that cloud is surrounding Mamelodi Sundowns, they're still going to produce those players. And now those players that have been displayed now in the starting 11, it raises a question of Kaizer Chiefs, are you going to rise to the occasion, in spite of the fact that Mamelodi Sundowns has been facing the cloud that they've been facing with some of their players who have been, speculated to move away from the team.
And I want to talk about the occasion as well. Now, a lot of the Sundowns, Chiefs fans rather, that we've spoken to coming into the stadium tonight have been very confident that Chiefs are going to continue that 3-match winning streak. And they're saying a lot that Mamelodi Sundowns has their confidence dented because of their loss to Orlando Pirates rather in the MTN 8 semi-finals over the weekend. Do you think that is going to be a factor, Benjamin?
It might. But then again, Sundowns is still Sundowns, Mawande. I don't think a couple of undercooked games for Mamelodi Sundowns is anything to ring alarm bells as yet. Yes, they're out of the cup, but they said something a couple of days ago that they have 24 hours to either be happy or to be licking their wounds, which would be the case now, having been booted out of the cup by Orlando Pirates. But this is an occasion in itself, and Sundowns always knows how to play occasions. But Chiefs themselves, I've always said Chiefs don't have a Sundowns problem, don't have a Pirates problem. Chiefs has a problem with smaller teams, your Orbit College, your Richards Bay, your smaller teams. They rise to the occasion in occasions like this. So it'll be interesting how they fare this time around.
And Mr. Mokhale, I know that the games aren't played on paper, but looking at the two lineups on paper, who do you think has a little bit of an edge going into the match kicking off in just over half an hour?
Well, honestly, I feel that it's evenly balanced, and it's about who wants it the most at this point in time, And of course, Kaizer Chiefs have the likes of Gaston Sireno, of which he might have an intel of what's happening in that camp of Mamelodi Sundowns. But I don't think that will play a role per se. But I honestly feel that the teams, both of them, are evenly balanced. It's about who wants it it the most? How are you going to shut the back door? I mean, you're looking at Kaizer Chiefs that hasn't conceded a goal, so I think it's about who wants it the most as the positive.
And just quickly from you, gentlemen, nothing else, score prediction?
2-1 Chiefs.
Hartford 1-0 Kaizer Chiefs.
Okay, fantastic. Thank you very much, gentlemen, for joining us. Well, you heard it here from our experts at the FNB Stadium. We are just over half an hour away from kickoff in that eagerly anticipated Betway Premiership match between Kaizer Chiefs as well as Mamelodi Sundowns.